Hello and welcome to AustCham Thailand's Business Connections community, an online program where we bring you regular updates of what's happening in the Australian Thai business community. And today we're looking at the building and construction industry, and we have with us two of our gold sponsors.
The reality is that the pre-COVID environment is the environment that we're going to be going back into post-COVID. So certainly there was a slowing down of building construction activity within Thailand. The government spend on infrastructure was very strong and has remained so through COVID. But foreign investment was starting to slow down. We had an oversupply of residential units within the market. That was starting to slow down also.
It's a bit of a tanker sometimes because it's a big ship. It takes a while to slow it down.
Right.
So, certainly not everything gets put on hold, or some things are ongoing. There's construction contracts. There's big legal agreement, whatever. But we didn't see a lot of, for example, construction sites stop. So things that were already awarded to contractors generally, they continued. But things that were in the planning stage.
From an economic standpoint, depending on where you look, most economic forecasts for Thailand in terms of growth over the next few years are around 3 or 4%. Building construction looks to be quite similar. The government's still spending a lot on infrastructure, rail networks, high-speed rail, eastern seaboard.
People talking about vaccinations and rollout of vaccination. We've seen that's been a positive signal, which has been reflected in sort of the inquiries we get. Like people were, and it's just a matter of time because they will come back. If you're a developer, you've got to be developing something, right? You can't just be sitting on money, right? So eventually you've got to do something with your money.
Research by the World Economic Forum that identified for Thailand to be more competitive, the regulatory framework and finding a way to sharpen that up. So the 10 for 10 is a great initiative around that, and AustCham's well and truly onto that.
I think there'll be a very positive upside to when we come out of COVID. Things will improve, and there'll be a lot of pent up frustration, and people want to go out and spend money, invest money again in our sector. So we'll see it, but it will be a sort of slow build up to that.
There is a light at the tunnel. It's just a long way away. Little glimpse of that.
Yeah, well, hopefully we see that light soon, Brendan.
Yeah.